I'm up here in Scottsdale, Arizona with FnB restaurant owner Pavle Milik. Pavle and co-owner Charlene Badman, who's the chef, opened up this restaurant, opened up FnB a little over 2 years ago. You're marvelously successful. You have been written up in the New York Times, in Forbes, Food and Wine magazine, and in countless journals and magazines in the Arizona area. And here you are once again, breaking the mold with a new crazy concept. But if history is any guide, Pavle, I'm sure this is going to be as wildly as successful. So first of all, congratulations on this new endeavor. You've got 3 operations here. One, a small, quaint wine shop. Another one, a small bistro, which just looks lovely. And a little bodega market here as well. So why don't you guide us in here, and we'll go through the operations here, because I think this has just tremendous potential and is just a wonderful place.
Thank you, Jim. And you know what? When we first opened up FnB, the idea to carry an old Arizona wine list coupled with sourcing local organic produce, it was really about forming relationships with the local community and being part of the community. So far we've been very fortunate that we've been doused with a bunch of love from our community. We're very lucky. So let's go inside the bodega. This is really 3 venues under one roof. So the first one we call bodega because I grew up in New York City, and you used to have, you continue to have corner stores where you can actually go and buy plantains, cereal, TP. We don't sell that here, by the way. But really it's a place where you can come and get goodies. So for us, it was a place for amateur cooks to come and be able to buy goods like local organic produce, proteins that you normally will not find at a supermarket, like Jidori chicken or flat irons from Creekstone Farms. And then I'm gonna show you what else we have. Let's come on in, shall we? Thanks, Jim.
Wait till you see some of this.
Charlene makes her own preserved lemons. This process takes about 6 weeks, give or take. We're also, of course, going to be offering Queen Creek olive oil, mill olive oil. And what we do is, if you bring your own vessel, ladies and gentlemen, 50 cents an ounce. I promise you it will be the cheapest olive oil that you will find anywhere. An old school European recipe for a brioche donut. Hold on, everybody. $1 for a donut with the hole. It comes with all the parts.
This is a very tempting place to come into if you're hungry.
Yeah, that's the idea. We also right now are actually showcasing a lot of produce from Bob McClendon, which we use a lot at the restaurant. And the idea is to carry vegetables here that we also carry at the restaurant, so we could actually rotate them into the restaurant, and you will never have a veggie that's tired or that has been on display for a long time.
Okay, give me an explanation for that. What is a watermelon radish?
A watermelon radish? Well, let's see if we have one
right
open.
There.
Basically, it's just a radish, but then it shows you the beauty of nature. At FnB, Charlene normally slices them through a mandolin, and we incorporate it into salads. Charlene has also paired these beautiful radishes with butter from Rainbow Valley Creamery, and that's a very classic combination, very, very French indeed.
Is the taste of this different from your classic radish?
They're similar. There might be a little bit of a variation in the profile, but not really. They're pretty similar price. But right now, we just opened this one. Normally, they're a little bit brighter and pink, and it just makes you very self-aware of the beauty of nature every time that you see one of these watermelon radishes. This is something that you normally cannot find in a supermarket. It is a Jidori chicken. You will not find this at AJ's or at Trader Joe's. And briefly, without being overly technical, it's just a really good quality chicken. And for the sake of time, what Kobe means to beef, Jidori means to chicken. So you can actually come here, pick up a bird, or excuse me, a Jidori chicken, and actually pick a couple of mise en place like salsa verde and a couple of veggies, so you can actually come here and build a meal. Anyway, so this here, 29 seats inside. We're hoping to roll out lunch service next week, so we have some additional tables on the outside. The idea was to create a place similar to FnB in terms of intimate, small, a place that will bear hug you. I love the building. You normally don't find buildings here in Old Town Scottsdale that have this much height. And the menu here is just 5 menu items. We will always have like a little cheese plate, a pate, we'll have a sandwich. Everything is priced between $6 to $10. We, in an effort to stay connected to the local movement, are doing 2 local beers and 5 local wines by the glass and by the bottle. So this is it, Jim. What do you think?
I think it's wonderfully cozy. You can tell when art is placed on the wall, it's going to bring it in sit at a table, you can sit at the bar. And I think you have a marvelous set. And it's nice to have the market right next door here. And we're going to head over to the wine store in a minute as well. But I think you've set this up fabulous. It's great flow.
Thanks, Jim. Thank you. Let's head to AC Wine Merchants.
We're now in our third stop of this enterprise here. We're at Arizona Wine Merchants, where there are some fabulous wines, both locally and from around the world. And Pavle, why don't you tell us a little bit about how this came about and how things are going here?
So the idea here is that we have curated 12 whites, 12 reds from Arizona. And by curated, I mean it's wines that we think are drinking very well, especially when you're bearing both quality and balance in mind. The other thing that makes this a little bit different than a regular wine shop is that both Brian and I actually have relationships with the people that we are represented here. By that I mean I've met Ken Callaghan, Todd Bostock, Sam Pillsbury, Ray Freitas from Freitas Vineyard up in Cottonwood. We know Eric Blumsky. So this is the type of place where you'll come in and at the very least you'll speak to someone that has gone down there and kicked some dirt in the vineyard, and we can tell you a little something extra about what we have here. And just like at FnB in the bodega, it's really an issue of being part of the community. We are also going to be offering wine online, and this is the gentleman that made it all happen. He's the brains behind the whole show. Brian, you want to tell us about acwinemerchants.com?
I would love to. The idea behind this was really to create an experience where the user is actually interacting with the winemaker directly on the website. So we go out and interview Todd Bostock or Ken Callaghan or Sam Pillsbury and sit down with them and discuss, okay, these are the wines we're going to carry, tell me about them. Tell me what went into the Rhone Red, what went into the Dos Cabezas Red, what went into Backlot or whatever it may be. And furthermore, why do you make the wine the way you do? Why do you prune the way you do? Why do you sit down and grow the grapes you do? Or why do you make any of these winemaking or wine growing decisions that you do?
Well, this is an absolutely fabulous concept you've developed here, and again, it's just a newborn baby. You've just opened it up. You have so much more to go with, to work with here, but great concept. Come up here to Scottsdale, experience the concept, meet the owners. You'll have a wonderful time. Congratulations with breaking the mold once again.
No, thanks, Jim. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you as well.